Hello chat, welcome to the stream. How are you doing everyone? Mars, welcome in my friend, how are you doing? ¿Cómo estamos? Are we ready for the finale? Well, hopefully, the finale to... the finale to case 3 of Apollo Justice. Let me do something real quick. Ahí. Algo más movidito, something more fun. Happy Lady Day, people. Yes, happy International Women's Day, everyone. I hope it's a good one for all of you. And yeah, I hope everyone's been having a good day. And yes, just jump right into it. Dame un segundo, give me like a moment. Give me a second and I will jump right into the game. I'm going to actually start like playing it in the background. I need to do something real quick first. Alright, there we go. There we go. Just have to put the chat on my phone. There we go. So, last time we were on the second trial. Well, the second day of the trial. And Maki can... Well, he can understand some English. After this case, there's gonna be my wife, finally. Yes, Christoph, come back, I missed you. Hey, yo, Mark, Knight. Welcome in. Bienvenidos, gente. ¿Qué tal? How are you all? ¿Cómo estáis? Feliz Día Internacional de las Mujeres, gente. ¿Cómo estamos? Hi, people. Please do let me know if like the music, well, if the game and my voice sound okay, if the sound levels are okay. Decidme si se escucha balanceado la voz y el juego y todo, por favor. Con frío. Eso, una mantita y calefacción. Y a tomarte la noche de relax. Que te la has ganado. Ok, ahora vuelvo. Ok. Alright, so, yeah, last time. Maki can understand some English. I am 95% certain how the case is going to develop from here. So let's just jump right into it. July 10th, 11:23 AM. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2.
Apollo Justice.
Justice. That's justice. Better learn how to say it if you ever want to get some. Apollo, you are his lawyer. Please. Justice. Let's go defend the child. Indeed, Apple Justice.
Believe me. I know shooting.
Maki claims Mr. Letus was already down on the ground when he entered the room.
Maybe it was a trap and he walked right into it. Suddenly, I hear revolver. Close, very close. Then I hear a voice.
You heard gunshots?
Yes, it's true. I hear revolver, but only sound.
Wait, you are saying you went into the dressing room and found Mr. Letus already dead and then you heard shots? If that's true...
So, you were at the scene of the crime when you heard those shots?
And you escaped through the air vent? Ok. Trusty, what's up? Hey, Leia. Bienvenido, ¿qué tal? Apple Juice is my favorite lawyer who didn't kill people. Indeed. I mean, so far, Apollo hasn't been framed of murder. Neither has Trusty. So far, they are both in the clear compared to other Ace Attorney protagonists.
I know. Huh? What do you know? I know if I opening vent, I can leave stage and backstage.
So the vents went to both the stage and the backstage area? Is that what he means?
Hey, he's right! Look, Apollo!
Ah, yeah. But how did you know it was connected like that?
Wait, I bet his father was the architect that designed the hole or something. I hear this from magician.
Magician?
Don't look at me.
A magician, huh?
Well, at least we're clear on one thing. Maki didn't shoot Mr. Letus.
Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say he went into the room to find the body and then he heard the shots? That one's going to go over well in court. Not. Yet, exactly. Apollo hasn't been framed for murder. Yet. Trucy no, digo.
Apollo, you're his defense. You're supposed to believe whatever he says, even lies. That's what Daddy always told me.
Yeah, but your daddy was a very bad lawyer. Trucy. Trucy, ask your dad about Matt and Guard. He will have a lot of fun telling you that story. But my favorite lawyer who did kill people has got to be that hot-ass looking, handsome, sexy, beautiful, smashable, pretty, legal, murderous, meow meow, Christoph Gavin. I'll just pretend you misheard him. Every time. Amazing. So, what do we do?
You're sure you won't testify, Maki? No talking, no. Well, it was worth a shot.
That cocoon.
I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death.
That's right. It's punishable by death. Of course, he's scared. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to try a different approach.
That's the spirit, Apollo. The spirit of justice. I mean, so what's your plan?
If Maki won't testify about it, we'll have to get someone else to testify.
Someone else?
I think we're out of time. Let's get back in there.
Right.
Poor Maki. He's just a kid. He's just a child. He shouldn't be going through this. July 10th, 11:28 AM. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now back in session. Mr. Justice, have you sorted things out with the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. We had a good talk. Who should testify then? It has to be either Valant or Darian. Like the ones that have to testify.
Oh, very well. So will he testify?
Your Honor, the defendant will not testify.
What?
There he is, chat. Yeah, Clavier, hi, handsome, hi, hottie.
Shame. And here I thought this was your big chance to turn the case around.
Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor.
A different angle?
If Maki won't testify, then I know who will. I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case. Oh, let me walk. Okay.
Let me walk.
Objection!
What are you up to now? I thought we determined yesterday that Lamiwak's testimony was insubstantial. There's nothing you can...
Lamiwag was taken to the hospital yesterday with injuries.
What happened?
She was assaulted, Your Honor.
Assaulted?
Someone wanted Lamiwag dead. Thankfully, she was able to save herself.
What? I've heard no such report.
Smash, he's so hot. Ahí empezamos. Bonk. Bonk Mars. Prosecutor Gavin. Oof, he's sweating. Oof. Oof. Why would anyone be out to kill Lamiwag? Can you think of a reason?
Well...
Think of how she is known in our country. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? Yet, someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been?
You don't think...
I do. It was the same person who shot Mr. Letus. The killer was afraid of her, afraid of what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in her testimony yesterday. Something that the killer doesn't want getting out. Siempre me gana Knight.
So, am I to understand that this is what you're saying? Namely, that there is a nugget of truth in Lamiwak's testimony. A nugget we have yet to uncover.
Exactly.
Oh, if Lamiwak was attacked, this has serious implications. Very well. There were some vague points in her testimony during yesterday's trial. Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we may have into some. The court will hear Lamiwak's testimony once more.
Sí, nah, again.
Lamiwak, I must apologize. We must ask you to stand again and speak.
You need not apologize. I know that Maki is innocent. And I will do all that I can until the court realizes this.
Let's review your testimony from yesterday. You told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window. And that the voice belonged to Darian Crescent, yes?
That is correct.
At which point I proved she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. The small window at the scene was closed and was found to be quite soundproof.
You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Justice.
I don't know exactly what yet, but I do know there's something there.
There is, it seems, much you do not know.
And yet it is my duty to hear him out. God, I'm getting old. Perhaps the witness would be so kind as to testify once more to the court.
Of course, Your Honor.
Apologize, yes. Hi, Vanicant, welcome in. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te encuentras? What I heard.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them. Mr. Letus and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was the smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window.
Oh, pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony.
I am sorry. I am not used to speaking much in this language. Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way. Yet everything I have said here is the truth.
Then it is my distinct displeasure to say this. What you have said to have happened is impossible.
Nice, tranquilito. Que eso, que necesita estar de relax y descansar esa cabecita. Do I have to repeat myself? Lamiwak was attacked because of this testimony.
I'm just here, staring at your soul.
What? Trucy?
Apollo, you know, for a moment there, you were pretty cool.
Aww. Give me one chance, even just 1 minute is enough. Man, the simping is getting out of hand. I love it. Maybe I do better when I don't try to think ahead.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine the witness.
She's a good kid. Trucy's a good kid. What I heard. Okay, why were you on your way from there to there? Because I know why you were there, but like, I want to hear you say it.
Is something wrong?
I know I said hold it, but she's saying the same thing she said before.
Mr. Justice!
Sorry, it's nothing. Please continue with your testimony.
Oh, now I know what they mean about the reckless youth these days.
The one in red over there is a shining example, Herr Judge.
You're the last person who should be pointing fingers, Mr. Rockstar. I'll be worst when Christoph Gavin. I predict bonking in my path. Constantly. Why didn't you tell someone immediately?
Well,
If it were me, I would have gone to the police right away. It's our duty as citizens.
This may be beside the point, but Lamiwak isn't a citizen. Though one would hope such common sense prevails in Virginia as well.
Lamiwak seems awfully quiet all of a sudden.
That's strange. Could she be hiding something?
It is as you say, yet at the time.
You were in a hurry. I'm going to save, and I'm going to try to present the... It's either the recording or the or the cross section? Nope. F. Clavier being racist on camera, indeed. Not cool. Not cool at all. Nope. Okay, the thing is, I know that she was going from like her from one side of the stage to the other because she was like she was in the middle of her number, you know, like when she disappears, that's when she witnessed the crime scene. Okay. You were in a hurry to go where?
I was on my way to the backstage exit, as I have said.
Why were you in such a hurry then?
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with this case.
It very well might. Please answer the question.
Well, you're right, Lamiwa.
Yes, I am just tired.
Recall what I told you yesterday, Herr Forehead. Lamiwa suffers from serious amnesia. Please refrain from traumatizing her further.
Please refrain from traumatizing my blood any further. Remember, whenever you don't know what to do, press them like a bitch. Smash clappy. What, so he can just dismiss questions he thinks are too traumatizing?
Why don't you prove her reason had a connection to the case before asking about it, yeah?
The prosecution's objection is sustained. The current question is moot. Mr. Justice, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was attacked because of this testimony? I know she was, so something's got to be hidden here.
Maybe there's some detail we're missing.
I guess we'll just have to get her to fill in the blanks.
Right.
Darian Crescent?
I did not know.
Oh, no, I cannot speak.
I did not know his name at the time. But yes, it was him. The one who took the stand yesterday.
How many times do I need to remind you that's impossible? There is no way you could have heard him.
Because the window of the scene was closed. Is that why?
Of course.
Apollo, if we keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere.
She's right. Maybe there's a different angle I can try? Did you hear anything else? Did you happen to hear anything else at the time?
Anything else?
Anything else besides the victim and the shooter's conversation? Anything at all?
That's quite the big question.
Other than the conversation, I heard the clock ticking, the human breathing, footsteps. That is all.
Nothing new there, as expected.
I was hoping for a little more than that. You should hydrate now, thank you, Nate. Muchas gracias. Agüita. Man, I had some baked potatoes with ketchup and salt for dinner, with a nice and very cool cola. Oh, so good. Did you guys have dinner yet? What did you have for dinner? If you don't mind me asking. ¿Qué habéis cenado, gente? Si es que habéis cenado ya. Que me muero.
Perhaps we should just carry on with the cross-examination.
As you wish.
Me ducho y ceno. Es que yo ceno muy pronto, es verdad. Ahora vuelvo, me has dado hambre. Dale. Go get some food, Knight. Yeah. What were they talking about? Let me walk. Do you by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? If so, please tell us.
I have given it much reflection, but
I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember.
I only heard one phrase clearly.
A whole phrase?
You remember something? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the judge voice.
You remember something that was said?
Why didn't you say anything yesterday?
Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I did not understand what was said.
This could be it. The clue I've been waiting for. Well, what did he say?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Letus.
The shooter then. Darian Crescent.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch now.
Sweet!
Oh my goodness. Oh, is this an advertisement for the Switch too? Darian is 6 feet deep in shit. Now, Lamiwak just turning the case 360 degrees just because she can. Ooh, a Piadina. Oh, that's so good. Ah, they are so good.
And I should have said this to the victim, Mr. Letus.
I thought it quite strange myself afterward.
Oh, it is a mystery. What could it possibly mean? Mr. Justice, can you shed some light on this?
I mean, sure, I would be delighted. It's very, very vital. Maybe we could add that to the testimony.
Maybe Apollo?
Maybe Apollo. Okay. Okay, save. It's always Nintendo. Dulce vuelvo, venga, dale, Night. Te estamos esperando aquí. Okay, so the switch is clearly... It has to be this or this, so I'm going to go with the actual switch first. Objection! Okay. Press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words.
Oh! Yet there was nothing at the scene that could be called a switch. Save the lights.
True, there wasn't a switch at the scene. But it just so happens I have a switch right here. She invented a switch. Ooh, Oh, I love this. I love this song so much.
That certainly does look like a switch, doesn't it?
The problem is, this was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage.
The stage!
Where the concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there.
On the stage.
Are you claiming that the voice Lamiwak heard was of someone commanding another to press the switch?
It's a possibility. Yes, Trucy, maybe shush up just because it's Ladies' Day doesn't mean I won't be mad for any slight poly disrespect, alright? This music turns me on. It's a very good soundtrack.
Oh, her forehead? I would call that an impossibility.
Why?
It's only necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert forum. The stage is quite far from Lamiwak's dressing room. Not to mention that the Gabiners were in the middle of a concert on said stage. We aren't known for being a quiet band. You can shout all you wanted and not be heard.
Detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout.
So too have her forehead's cries of possibility fallen far short of being heard.
Sorry, but he wouldn't have needed to shout.
Excuse me.
You heard what I said. Or do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have been quite simple to be heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh, wait, you like evidence, don't you? How about this? Using this, it would be easy to get a message to someone on stage from the dressing room. Ooh, Coqui Apollo. I like it. Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you are familiar with this.
Why is that? Why that? What is it? Is that some kind of newfangled phone they invented while I wasn't looking?
Fun fact, Polly's Japanese voice actor sings this song. Ooh. Coqui Polly, yes. This is a type of transmitter, a communications device.
Communications device?
From what I've heard that night, everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I forgot how Clavier speaks for a second.
Oh yes, actually, they're for talking between band members. We all had one on.
So, you admit that if you were wearing one of these, talking from the backstage to the stage would be simple. Objection! I love him being proud of himself and confident. He's such a cutie, my baby.
True, but wait. Those send out an electronic signal. So with interference with the audio systems, the range is quite limited.
Lamiwak said it was about 30 feet, right?
Look at this cross-section of diagram of the concert forum.
Oh,
Exactly. The walk from the stage to the backstage seems far. But the direct distance is less than 30 feet.
That can't be. Oh god, the voices.
Me when the voices. Yo cuando las voces.
oh, when Lamiwak heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage.
Oh, you're claiming that this is the switch in question? Why did it have to be on the stage at the time? It could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone Someone could have hit it on the stage after the fact.
Hey, he's got a point.
No, he doesn't. No, the trigger, it triggers an igniter within 30 feet to burn the guitar, which was high up in the air.
How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said, press the switch.
Well, I guess we don't. Apollo, we do.
Oh, an unfortunate situation. I'm afraid that until we know where this switch was, there's little point in debating it.
Ugh. I was sure this was the way to go with this.
What is this switch anyway? We don't even know what that basic fact.
Wait a second. I do know what this switch is. And if you follow that train of logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that completely changes this case.
What's up, Apollo? Apollo?
We know about this switch, right? We know what it is.
Yeah?
Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further information to share concerning this switch...
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Justice.
I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I know what this switch is.
Ah, well, it seems the defense is set upon linking this switch to the case. Let's see your evidence of the link. What evidence do you have to explain what this switch is?
The voices, they're telling him to kiss men. They're telling him to make up with the defense. Clever just gave his boyfriend and courtroom rival a way to save his clients, but indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this?
Oh, that's that.
Oh, that what? Is it another one of those newfangled phones?
This is an igniter. What phone looks like this?
Igniter! You mean it's a lighter?
Igniter modulo. Back in. Yes, actually.
You aren't saying this switch is a remote?
I am. This is a remote trigger for an igniter.
What?
Look, I'll show you.
Oh, Mr. Justice, you will cease and desist from burning down this courtroom.
I'm sorry, that was a bit more fire than I had expected.
If my whiskers had caught on fire.
Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote igniter trigger. Doesn't that suggest something to you?
You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you?
Ah,
Exactly. That night at the concert there was one unusual burst of flame. When your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance.
Wasn't that part of the stage show though?
Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing had been planned. And the guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake.
that's right. He got it in Virginia from Lamiguach. He said the sound was amazing. Before it burned, of course. Now he just cannot smokes.
Trucy, please.
The better the guitar, the brighter it burns. Your forehead.
Yes?
Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Those being the shooter's voice, heard by Lamiguach, and the guitar suddenly catching on fire.
I am. It's really simple when you think about it. Mr. Letouche and the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset. He ordered someone on stage to press the switch. The switch was pressed and the guitar caught fire.
Well, that does seem to make sense. Though something about it is bugging me. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Really? It seems pretty simple to me. Ooh. Little pyro boy. Oh my god, they should just shut up and kiss already. I love you. I love you so much, Trucy.
Your forehead. Don't destroy what little respect I have for you.
Little respect? Or a lot of love?
I was expecting something a little more sensible. I guess I was wrong.
What is all this about? What is this all about, Prosecutor Gavin?
His simple story simply makes no sense. Think, that night my guitar caught fire, yes. The cause may have been this indeed. However, the guitar caught fire during the second set.
Ah, that's right, of course. The guitar caught fire during Lamiguach's song.
Indeed, yet the shooting happened during the third set. The two are utterly unrelated.
Oh, yes, that must have been what was bugging me. The whole premise for this is faulty.
See, His story makes no sense.
No. It's your story that doesn't make any sense. Little respect and a lot of sexual romantic feelings, indeed.
Objection!
Are you sure about that?
What exactly do you mean, Mr. Justice?
Maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's at fault. Maybe it's our premise for the entire case so far.
What premise is this specifically?
I'm glad you asked. I'm saying that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act. Yeah, pursuit?
Objection!
What's this? But Detective Emma's guy heard the shots and found the body. None of this happened in the third act.
Objection!
Gunshots rang out. And according to his testimony, Maki was in that dressing room at the time.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice?
Stay with me, Your Honor. He also told us in his testimony. Namely that the victim had already been shot. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting.
This is insane.
Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on his headset, telling someone to press the switch. The next moment, Prosecutor Kamin's guitar burst into flame. We know that a remote trigger igniter was inside the guitar. From all these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place during the third act, but during the ballad performance, the second act.
What?
Apollo, we love you.
Order! But that goes against the evidence!
What does, Your Honor?
This crime was carried out according to the lyrics of that song, yes?
Hey, he's right. Look. The bullet is supposed to come after the fire.
You're thinking about it the wrong way.
Huh?
Look, why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through, with little merit for the person doing it.
Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason.
Yes, they did. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics.
You're saying the order was reversed on purpose?
Reverse, Prosecutor Kamin.
If the criminal followed the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have had to come after the guitar burst into flame. Yet, her forehead has raised another possibility.
Hello, Zark, me he robado un gato, saludos. ¿Por qué te has robado un gato, Libel? Bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás, compañero?
He's claiming that the bullet came not after, but just before the fire.
Porque estaba triste. Comprensible. Tenemos emotes de un gato ahora mismo en el chat, por cierto. We have some cat emotes. Ya después de la noticia. Ha sido duro. Man, Akira Toriyama's passing has taken a toll on all of us. It's been a very hard news. Couldn't have put it better myself. We were only meant to think that the shooting came after the guitar burst into flame. Fun fact, Apollo is canonically attractive. A girl from Dual Destinies has a crush on him, and also from Dual Destinies, said that his forehead looked beautiful. I mean, I don't need a witness to tell me that, I can see it. A woman from the gallery said that. Nice. That was the criminal's objective. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was the ruse. Why else would the killer risk discovery by moving the body? That was the final touch to make us think he had followed the lyrics the whole way. Una colega del trabajo, su gata tuvo gatos, así que aproveché de robar uno. Cuídalo bien. Cuida a ese gatito muy bien. Se lo merece. Y tú te lo mereces también.
Order!
Plus, this is the first way I felt this way with a man. Yes, that line. Woof. I could write a pornographic gay text, and I could not make that whole text be as gay as that single phrase, you know?
Oh, that would explain this most unusual situation.
It does. The killer changed the order of events to create himself an alibi. In other words, the killer was someone who had an alibi for the third set, but not the second.
Objection!
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but sadly it has. Let me tell you why your little fairy tale makes no sense at all.
Fairy tale. Dolor. Pain. And that's how I met your father.
Oh, it sounds good. I'll give you that. You've given us a reason why the killer bothered following the lyrics of my song. But I question your logic. For it's flawed from the very beginning. Flawed? Yes, a contradiction here, Forehead. One I've pointed out several times, no less. At the time of the crime, the small window of the scene was closed. I will let me have heard a voice through it.
Oh,
I know that you would like to divert our attention from this critical fact, but you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise.
right. Lamy Wach's testimony is my entire case. That voice she heard, the shooter's voice.
What if she couldn't hear it, Apollo?
Look, what do we have? A man saying press the switch. And near the crime scene we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for an igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flaming guitar. It can't all be coincidence, but how do I make it work?
I see a more direct line of questioning is required. The crime scene was investigated immediately after the crime. That window was closed. How to tell us how Lamy Wach heard the voice?
A key point, to be sure.
You will not give Apollyon only that, you will give him something dear to you this night. You decide what, oh my goodness.
Mr. Justice, can you explain this to the court?
Okay, Justice. Got one thing to prove and one thing only. Lamy Wach heard the voice. And she heard it during the second set. Think, how was Lamy Wach able to hear the voice? She was somewhere else. When we investigated the scene, the window was closed. The shooter had no reason to close it, had it been open either. Meaning, it was impossible to hear the voice through that window.
Oh, it's good to hear you making sense again. For a moment I was afraid you might be a Virginian too. Well, I would still fuck you anyway. Meet me at the hotel later after the trial.
As I was saying, Lamy Wach could not hear the voice through that window. He will give him his heart. What were you thinking? Pero... I like to tease chat every now and then. So, there can only be one explanation. She heard the voice from another location entirely.
What is this?
You do amuse me so. And here I thought you and Good Sense were back on speaking terms.
Bonk the third cry. No. I got bonk.
Now I'm afraid you and Good Sense speak two entirely different languages. Shall I interpret for you, Herr Forehead? Lamy Wach clearly stated she heard the voice through that small window. And there's only one small window that's in.
Are you sure? Think about it. Isn't there another small window that's in?
There is.
Oh, I know that look. He wants us to ask him. Very well, you claim Lamy Wach heard the voice from another location. Mr. Justice, show us where this location was.
Lamy Wach heard the voice from here. Here? Okay, it has to be either this one or these two. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense to me, but like... It was a trap to bonk you. This is where Lamy Wach heard that voice from.
But that's no small window. That's the air vent.
What did she tell us? She said she's a Virginian and familiar with our language. It's not a stretch to imagine she called this air vent a small window. Your chances of recovering from homosexuality are low, Polly, sorry to tell you. Gay forever.
No, you've done it. You've gone beyond ridiculous and into ludicrous. So Lamy Wach was up in the ventilation system listening to this man's voice.
That's the only logical explanation, yes.
Logical? I don't think this word means what you think it means, Herr Forehead.
Okay, what about it isn't logical?
Huh, it hardly merits saying. What would Lamy Wach be in the ventilation system? Hiding like a rat. No offense intended to her, of course.
Explanation for that is simple, Prosecutor Gavin. Isn't it, Lamy Wach? You have been listening to our discussion here, yes?
Yes. I admit it's got me quite confusing since yesterday. Yes, the small window was closed. But why should that mean I could not hear through it? I fear the prosecutor might himself need an interpreter.
Ugh.
The problem here is words. Lamy Wach, this small window through which you heard the voice. Was it up high on the ceiling of the room? Not low on a wall.
Yes, it was up on the ceiling.
What?
Gets him to shut him up.
Order! Order! I will have order. Witness, you will clarify this statement to the court. Are you in fact saying that you were up above the ceiling of the room? And that's where you heard the moment of the crime?
Yes, in fact, I was. I'm sorry. I never imagined it would become such an important point.
Yes, well, why the heck were you up there, Apollo? Apollo, please.
I believe it's time for another testimony.
I'm not sure I can.
May I remind you this is a murder trial. We will hear your testimony. Tell us why you witnessed the crime from above the ceiling of that room. Please.
This is like pretty please. Ooh. Well, looks like I'm on the right track. Witness testimony. Above the ceiling.
Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice. I had heard there was a small window there before. It was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. I am bound to secrecy on this matter.
I'm bound to secrecy.
In my line of work, one has many obligations to uphold.
But you said you were in the middle of your performance. So this did happen in the second set.
I did not witness the crime, you must understand. I only know what I heard.
Yes, but you must tell us what you were doing in detail.
That's what the cross-examination is for. Judge her forehead. Our mission in this court is to discern the truth. No obligation, no binding pact may hinder that mission.
Oh, very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
What are you going to do, Apollo?
I'm going to find out the truth. She was up about that ceiling for a reason. I just have to get it out of her. What are you going to do, Apollo? I'm going to kiss that man from across the courtroom. Very passionately. So, without a word, you just let the third set start.
After the curtain closed for the second set, there was still much to do.
You could have prevented this whole misunderstanding if you had only told us sooner.
Yes, perhaps I could have.
There's a little point in badgering the witness. What's done is done. The mind works differently when one is in the middle of a performance. Why, I've lost my voice in the middle of a show and kept on singing, completely unaware.
Singing without a voice? If only all contradictions were so obvious. If only I could get Lamigwag to talk. Pushing her like this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere.
Justice I trust. Clever.
Ah. Oh, Pepe! The dogs is welcome. Thank you for that raid. Welcome in, raiders. How are you all doing? ¿Cómo estáis, gente? Let me... Hold up. Let me do this real quick. Meto OBS, yo me rindo por F. Tienes que mirar eso porque no es normal. O sea, hazte un downgrade de lo que sea, pero bueno. Gente, vayan a seguir a The Doxy. Es un compañero, streamea en español. Y te lo pasas bien. Hace directos más largos que los míos. Y te lo pasas muy bien. Son muy buenos. Everyone go follow Sir the Doxies. They do fantastic streams. They are a variety streamer. They have recently played through Alan Wake. They are playing Dave the Diver at the moment. And yeah. Bueno, Pepe, si necesitas irte, mucha suerte, camarada. Venga, vete a descansar, Pepe, que te lo has ganado. Que vaya bien la noche. Y gracias una vez más por la raid. Thank you once again for the raid, the Doxies. Okay, so... Let's see. Let's think, chat. We have to think. Estoy en el back. Thank you, Mars. Ugh. Por cierto, Mark, no sé si debo contarte esto, pero en el Discord antes ha entrado una persona llamada Harriet. Tipo, no sé quién es, ha entrado de repente. No la conozco, no le conozco de nada. As to why I was there, I cannot say. Exactly who bound you to this secrecy?
I'm not sure I'm allowed to say who it was. No, I think perhaps that is alright. It is just a name after all. It was Valant Gamari. Perhaps you know him.
Valant Gamari! What?
You mean Uncle Valant?
What? Valant Gamari? Who is Valant Gamari?
Yo no juzgaré, pero... Oh wait, Happy Lady Day, la mewag, I forgot. La cosa es que no sé quién es, o sea, no interactuado nunca en el chat, ha aparecido en cuanto inicia el directo. Tengo que mirar que no sea un bot o algo así.
A grand magician, the one responsible for the illusion performed during our concert.
Interesting reaction, Prosecutor Gavin. The mewag was bound to secrecy. It's going to take some hard-hitting proof to make her talk. I think I know why she was up there, but how do I prove it? Vale, ¿qué pasó? He vuelto. Vale, Nate, te comento. Hemos demostrado que el asesinato ocurrió en el segundo set, durante cuando se prendió fuego la guitarra, básicamente. Y ahora mismo estamos preguntándole a la Miwag que por qué estaba en el conducto de ventilación. Ahora, yo sé por qué estaba en el conducto de ventilación, es porque estaba yendo del escenario de un lado al otro en su truco de magia. Pero tenemos que demostrar eso ahora mismo. Y lo del bot, nada, es que en el Discord antes me entró una persona llamada Harriet que no ha interactuado nunca con el chat, no ha interactuado nunca en el stream y no le conozco. Entonces, no sé si es un bot o una persona de verdad. Interesting reaction, and he's making that sweating face. I swear to God, I've seen that face in other contexts. What do you mean interesting reaction, Apollo? Me han mandado una invitación. ¿Cómo? ¿Una invitación de qué? Te lo pregunto hace 5 minutos. Es que tengo el Discord tapado. Ay, la Evel, estoy viendo el gatete. Ay, qué mono. Qué monada. Sí, o sea, muy raro todo. Le voy a banear, o sea, le voy a banear. Vale, baneado. No quiero meterme en problemas con nadie. Okay, sorry for that, chat. Okay, so we have to figure out how, well, we have to make her confess that it was the magic trick, you know. You heard the gunshots during the second set, during your performance. You are quite sure?
Yes. Why would I lie about the time?
Why didn't you tell us this yesterday?
No one asked me.
I mean, that's fair. Bonk fake Darkrai. No, it's not a fake Darkrai. It's like a bot or like a weird user who found the Discord link for some reason and decided to like enter the Discord and start adding people as friends. En otras noticias, sonó de Atiki. A ver, ¿quién no? ¿Sabes? O sea, ¿quién no? A mí, o sea, es la reacción natural.
I thought you all knew. I told you Maki was not the killer. I told you this many times.
Yes, you did. But you never told us why.
I am sorry. I was not able to speak of it.
Unable or unwilling?
She's not talking, Apollo. What do we do?
We'll just have to prove it ourselves. As long as she's bound by this pact of silence, she won't talk. But if I can prove why she was up there, she will have to admit it.
But how are you going to do that? She was singing on the stage, Apollo. She couldn't have been up above the ceiling too.
Yes, she could. I've got a theory as to why, too. And maybe I've got the evidence to prove it. Yeah, like... I already presented the thing. Maybe I have to present it here? Okay, I was pressing in the wrong place. Anyway, truth be told, the reason for your presence above that ceiling is quite clear. Especially when you consider what happened during your performance.
What happened?
Yes, it's all right here on this video. Sí. Sirena. Prove la sirena why she's wrong.
No! My guitar! My poor guitar!
As we can see, Lamiwag was clearly not on stage for her entire performance.
Oh!
Though it tends me to be so realistic, Lamiwag is incapable of actually vanishing, let alone teleportation. God, 3D Clavier looks so ugly, they took away the cant from him. He's not serving cant anymore. He looks like one of those 80s yaoi dudes. So, the only explanation is that she was hidden from view. Look, I have seen YouTube MMDs, Japanese MMDs that are like better 3D animated than that. And during that time, she moved to the back of the forum.
Apollo!
What, Trucy?
It's not nice to reveal a magician's secrets, and it's against the rules.
But I'm a lawyer, I'm not supposed to be nice. A ver, Apollo. Yes and no.
This is all very fascinating. But how is it possible? There's only 20 seconds between when she disappears and reappears.
Trucy enoja, sí, sí. Ay, lo siento mucho que te haya pasado eso, Knight, de verdad. Lo llevo a saber y le baneo antes. Me ha hecho mucha gracia que se llamara Harriet, eso sí. Polly is right.
There is only 20 seconds between when she disappears and reappears. You couldn't have moved that fast. Is something wrong, Prosecutor Gavin?
This was his concert, his show. He knows how the illusion was performed.
Aha!
He's just realizing his own oversight. Si no es algo que puedas controlar, a mí también tiene que ser Harriet. Es que madre mía, eh. Let's look at the cross-section diagram again. Here we can trace a road through the ceiling. It goes from a stage through the backstage to the rear of the forum.
Oh! Oh!
Recall Lamiwag's testimony from yesterday.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it.
She went from the stage to the backstage exit. The perfect description of this road above the ceiling.
Lamiwag knew of this because of her part in the illusion. But she wasn't the only one who knew.
What?
Just now in the lobby, Maki told me something.
I know. I know the opening vent. I can leave stage and backstage.
He said that?
Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Gavin?
No, you literally fucking talked to him like 5 minutes ago. Why should I be informed? I knew about the vanishing out, of course. Yet I had no idea of the route that would be used. Why didn't that magician tell me?
Magicians only reveal details of their acts on a need-to-know basis. They're the bread and butter of a magician's life, you know.
Which is why he bound Lamiwag to secrecy. Well, Lamiwag,
I am impressed, Mr. Attorney. Maki was right about you.
We.
So, what does this mean? Are you saying you used this road above the ceiling?
I did.
Well, that's that, but I'm still a little confused.
why is that, Your Honor?
As I said before. Why is Clavier looking like a Cheeto? There was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared.
Sweating Clavier is on his way to make Apollo desk slam.
Then the second stops. How could she do it so fast? Especially she stopped to hear the shooter's voice.
same, honestly. That's a good question.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I cannot.
Very well, Mr. Justice.
Yes?
It's all up to you. Do your thing.
Do your thing. You know, do your thing. What thing, Your Honor?
You need to explain how Lamiwag was able to teleport like she did. Or I'm throwing your case out with the bathwater.
Ugh. Why do I get picked on? It's Lamiwag who isn't going along with the program here.
As I have stated before, I am not at liberty to speak of the illusion that night in detail.
You know, Apollo, do the thing. Kiss your boyfriend. Clever is suddenly a thing.
And you will just have to tell us what you can. We'll hear your testimony on this. Mr. Justice, it will be your job to wring the truth out of her.
Yes, if you would, please.
Right. I feel like a student before finals.
Good luck, Apollo.
I was doing stuff. I'm stuff.
Oh my god, Cleaver, no! Ha ha! Justice, you're fucking the prosecution.
The big illusion.
I followed the route exactly as I was instructed. There is an emergency exit in the backstage where I stayed and waited. From there, one can enter the forum on the opposite side from the stage. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes. I was on my way when I heard the voice.
Pero por Dios, es que no paramos este stream. We don't stop with the simping in this stream.
Oh, 2 minutes you say. The mystery deepens.
I suppose it was too much to hope that the judge would come up with something. Apollo, are you banging my brother?
Oh, that's my curiosity. Take it away, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor. All I have to do is find a contradiction between what Lamiwag is saying and what we can see plainly in the video.
I figured it out already. I am a magician after all.
Well, tell me.
Not a chance.
Trucy.
I can't reveal another magician's secrets. Come on.
Hey, you're supposed to be on my side here. Hola, Damiancito. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Trucy rules. Trucy is obstructing justice. Right now, Mark. Estoy en el... Hostia puta, lo siento mucho. How did you proceed along this route?
How? Why, I walked.
But you arrived behind the forum much too fast to have been walking. Trucy rules are superior to justice. I don't think that's how that works, Mark. But you arrived behind the forum much too fast to have been walking. Tell the truth, Lamiwag. You rode some kind of vehicle.
What? A vehicle? What vehicle?
Oh, what a novel idea. I like it.
Hey, that's not bad, a bad guess. Wrong, but not bad.
Nah, Apollo is justice, so he's even more superior. Mucho tanto. Haha, yes, laugh at the dumb attorney. I don't mind. Wrong. Right. No, that's Phoenix. That's Phoenix.
I'm sorry, but the girl is right. That window was much too small for vehicles. It was a tight fit, even I had to crouch as I walked. I cannot imagine a vehicle that would fit in such a small space.
Ah, if it wasn't a vehicle, what was it?
You have been going there for a while there, Mr. Justice. Too bad. Fuck you.
Ay,
Ready for the next part?
why do I feel like I'm on some kind of quiz show? Los tubos estos de aire, como los paquetes. Oh my god, the wise entrance.
Just have to lay back on the tube and...
Pam 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 pam. Penny Penny's rice. Penny's rice. Penny's rice. I'm going to guess that's the translator. Nico. Penny's rice. I'm sorry, the Penny's rice. Oh, Dios mío, I'm crying and I'm so sorry. Oh, Dios mío. Phoenix Phoenix Wright is not in the score room, so don't mention the hobo, or I will start thirsting over him too. I mean, I know, Mars, you are thirsting over his Phoenix Wright already. Oh my goodness, I'm dying. Oh, I need water. ¿Cómo se hacen los clips? Abajo a la derecha junto a la ruleta de configuración en PC. His laugh, oh my god. I know, I laugh like a deflating seal, according to my family and friends. You made me laugh too. Man, when me and my cousin get going, we just start all the time, and we just feed ourselves into one another. That joke backfired. Okay, it was an intentional joke. All right. I was like, there's no way the autocorrector corrected that text to that. Según Z ríe como si estuvieran limpiando cristales. Oh my goodness. I have also been described to laugh as a hyena. So, you know, there's that at least. Did everyone on the concert staff know about the tricks?
Not at all. Only a few that were needed to help. See, like I said, it's on a need-to-know basis.
So, not many people knew about the trick.
What were these stagehands required to do?
One needed to open the emergency exit. The door to the stairs is locked, but once through there...
No sé si está bien. Luego lo cropeo yo bien, no te preocupes, Knight. Pero muchas gracias igualmente. Joke so stupid it was funny, indeed. So, when you came back out, you were behind the audience.
Yes, that is how it worked.
Not a bad show if I do say so myself.
That's Uncle Valen for you. The old grammary touch.
Not on the video, you were only gone for 20 seconds. How is that possible?
That's the part I don't get either.
Yes, it would be hard to go so far in 20 seconds.
Finish right is a classic. Va por el yogur, dale. Destroza ese yogur. 2 minutes?
Yes, it can be done in 1 minute if you're running.
Running? In that cramped, dark tunnel above the ceiling?
Mr. Attorney, have you forgotten? Dark or lit, it makes no difference to me.
Ah, that's true, but...
So you're saying that on the night of the concert, you made a trip in 2 minutes?
Yes, though I nearly didn't make it in time. You see, I stopped halfway.
Amiwag disappears on the video for 20 seconds. But she says she made the trip in 2 minutes. How?
If you want my professional opinion, I'll bet the answer right there in that video.
Well, Mr. Justice, I hope you have some evidence for us.
Evidence explaining the discrepancy? We all started laughing at the penis joke. We are all 15 years old again, indeed. With apple juice, but the last one is not as great, yeah. Yeah, there's like a clear hatch underneath her. Oof. Ah, I see. She was a hologram all along. Insert Hatsune Miku here. I don't know. We all grew up hearing that song, right? Jokes on you because I am 15, so I will laugh at penis jokes. Lamiwa Hatsune. She doesn't have the brooch. She doesn't have the fucking brooch. She doesn't have the brooch. So the first one was either a fake Lamiwag or a hologram or something. There's one piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between video and testimony. Lamiwag, do you happen to remember this brooch? Mikuwag, lo he visto. Yes! Anch'io l'ho visto, però. A stand? Yes, it's a stand. It has to be a double.
Oh, the brutes! We saw that yesterday, did we not?
It was found at the scene, Your Honor.
And you're bringing this up now, why? I thought we had already determined what was dropped.
So did I. But we hadn't. Take another look at the video. His guitar is on fire already. Here you can see she's wearing the brooch.
So she is.
Let's look a little bit later. Enough 3D Clavier, enough! Mars is suffering here.
What? The brutes! It's gone!
What?
Yes? The brutes disappeared in a short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage. Which means there can be only one explanation. The Lamiwag we see before the balancing act and the Lamiwag we see after are two different people.
What?
The brute was found on the floor at the crime scene. And not just on the floor, but on the floor directly beneath the air vent. Lamiwag, tell me, did you drop the brutes on their way from the stage to the backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime?
Yes, I think I did.
He looks like a dry Cheeto. Stop, make him look hot again. Stop this madness. Mars is suffering here. Game, we are begging you to stop Mars, the torture. Please stop.
Order! Prosecutor Gavin.
From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Her Judge. I of course knew about it.
What?
Don't get me wrong, I wasn't hiding it. It just never occurred to me that the switch and the shooting took place at the same time.
So, I was right. There was a switch.
There was. Just before the stage tower rose, Lamiwag was replaced.
Well, we're on the subject. Just who was this replacement, Lamiwag?
Oh, the man behind the illusion, Valiant Grammary. He cross-dressed and sang very well.
It was Romery? That's quite the illusion. But I still don't get one thing.
Yes.
The switch happened before the tower rose, correct? So you weren't on the stage.
That's right.
But this fake Lamiwag is still singing. And she's pretty good.
Oh, that's true.
Come on, Apollo. That's an easy one. They were just playing a recording.
The Cabineers are in some kind of air guitar band, Frulin.
Oh? You mean I'm wrong?
When we play a show live, we play live, no recordings. Perhaps you can explain, Lamiwag.
Very well.
Voiceover, yes.
Yes, do tell. And I to your testimony.
I had to keep singing even while I moved. Yeah, she was singing through the mic. You were singing? Symphogear!
Yes. Mr. Gavin expressed it like for recordings. So I used this.
Wait, so you were singing the whole time? That's impressive, indeed. Even when you were crawling above the ceiling toward the backstage? The most impressive thing is the quality of the microphone not picking up the echo from the air vent. Lo impresionante es que el micro fuera tan bueno que no pillara el eco del conducto de ventilación. Y no sonara raro.
Why should it matter where I sing? And everywhere I go is the same darkness.
Lamiwag, there's this thing called acoustics. It fucking matters when you're singing. I mean, this is Ace Attorney, there's futuristic technology. We can pretend that they have perfect microphones.
Oh, what if you were singing while you were walking?
That's right.
Oh, that was way too high pitched for to see.
Ah, that's right. When the shooter and victim have heard, she was singing right over their heads after all.
That is right.
Are you sure?
You will have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling.
Once again, we come back to the stage of the scene of the crime.
What state?
Ah, I know what he means. The tall speaker, Apollo.
The speaker? That speaker was playing at the time of the murder.
Oh, that's for monitoring the stage from this room.
Monitoring.
It pipes in real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. Satisfied? The dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage. At my request, actually.
So Lammy Wax singing in the ceiling sounded just like Lammy Wax singing over the speaker.
Genius! Her voice was hidden by her voice.
Ah,
Lammy Wax?
I've just remembered something.
Do tell!
When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes, it startled me, so I stopped singing.
What?
I forgot the words I was supposed to sing.
Song stopped?
Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse, so not many would notice.
1. Singing while crouching. 2. The echo. Nah, the most impressive thing is Zack randomly changing body shape. That's true. That's true. His name was Zack without the C. It was Z-A-K, I think. Yeah, the noise. Like the noise and the static would have been horrible from that microphone.
Forehead, that mixing board I lent you. Where is it?
The mixing? Huh?
That machine, Apollo, the one that breaks music into tracks.
Oh, this.
But she's on the stand. Bronk.
I had completely forgotten about it. I was just carrying it in my pocket. In my dimensional lawyer pocket that we all get. Let's take a listen. Ah. Not even her forehead, we just reduced it to forehead now. Oh man, 3D clavier. Why is he so saturated? There it is. The song does stop there.
It does. I must have missed it.
Look at the lyric sheet at the top of the second verse. See where it says pleasure, pleasure? Now listen again.
Sí, de, nah.
Oh, there's like a lot of time wasted just on repeating these kinds of segments. Volví. Ey, no te has perdido nada.
Oh, this is evidence indeed. I believe we are guilty of making a terrible mistake.
The crime didn't happen during the third set. It happened during the second, during Lammy Wax ballad.
If that is true, then no one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter.
Which means that Darren Crescent could have done it. He wasn't on stage for the second set. Well, Prosecutor Gamin?
Fascinating. I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turned around quite so thoroughly. Yet one problem remains.
What is that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The forehead theory does have a certain kind of logic to it. Yet, it is entirely based upon Lammy Wax's testimony.
Yes, is there a problem with this?
Well, it's quite simple, though it pains me to say it. But is she's lying to protect the defendant?
Cleavage is exploding right now. That concert was pure disaster and he didn't even got a kissy kiss from Apollo.
But you have no proof. All I'm saying is that the truth is just yet unclear. Until we hear directly from the man himself.
The man! You don't mean...
Yes. Though he's a friend and a band member, Darren Gresham must take the stand. I see no other way.
Someone with a new perspective on the case?
As a suspect, to be frank.
Finally, the rat's coming out of his hole. I'm ready to catch him. Darren Gresham, it's ready for justice.
This is as good as time as any to pause for a brief recess. The prosecution will summon the witness. Have him here and ready by the time we begin.
I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are.
Very well, court is adjourned for a 15-minute recess.
No kiss, no hug, no touch, no nothing.
Alright.
No rates to be gay, none at all. July 10th, 1:40 PM. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Oh man, they're still going at the... This is lunch hour. They should not be working, they should be having lunch.
Apollo, I can't believe it. It really happened during the second act. And right in the middle of Lamigwag's performance.
The reason why she was in that element, and that switch and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with.
I knew you had what to...
And, nice. Penis rice! Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear we could fly.
Ah, Daddy!
Mr. Wright, you believed in me?
Not really. Fuck you, Apollo.
Huh?
I just thought that would make a cooler entrance than say hiya.
Why do I even bother hoping?
Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all.
Sorry about that, Trucy.
I'm on a secret mission.
Penis rice. Give me your penis rice.
Secret? You mean like you're undercover?
Like Mr. Letus, only shorter and not as well dressed.
Oh no, what did your son do, Daddy?
Why would I do something like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again.
Huh? You're leaving?
Oh, one thing before I go.
What?
Penis rice. Good luck.
Right. Is that all you came to say?
I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Maggie away off the hook, no doubt.
Yeah, but
you're after that detective, aren't you?
Darren Gresham.
It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system.
The current court system?
What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial?
Smash. Trabaja menos que los Reyes Magos, literal. Smash that hobo, I will bonk myself. Thank you, Mars. Thank you for bonking yourself, no need to bonk me. You have done your part.
Your case is based on one frail assumption. Namely that our Diva Divine is telling the truth.
But what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch?
A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case.
Mars is self-aware, indeed.
But...
if the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind a faintly stinged scent of failure.
So what do I do?
Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Ugh. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend.
That this guy, Emma?
Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is.
what are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material.
They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
Probably a firecracker or something similar, like the one kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually.
Under the sofa.
Hey, Apollo. That's where we found that little device thingy.
Right, this. Well, finally, some evidence that makes sense. Bonk penis rice. Or melts like Clavier when he sees Apollo. True. Let's see. So, you think this was some kind of firecracker? Oh my god, great is attorney flashback.
Yeah, or one of those noisy makers, like you should have on New Year's.
Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing. Cranker. Hanabi.
Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
I'm sorry, Trucy, I don't speak imperial units. At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence. Alright. That's all from me, I suppose. See you after the verdict. Maybe. Right. Every man has an igniter inside him. Excuse me? Are you calling me gay, sir, because I am indeed a homosexual gay? Find the Crescent's igniter and set it off. Alright, and then Apollo burns him alive on the stand. Confess! Confess! It's a witch trial. Confess or I will burn you. Ignite Modulu! Back again! Oh, there he goes. And he walked out the door just like a magician. Normally. Don't worry, my baby Polly, I would listen to your useless facts every day.
What does he want us to do? No conventional methods? What does that mean?
I guess we just have to take his advice. And hope it makes sense when the time comes.
I guess.
We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. Wait, why hang in there, Trucy? Huh? Why Trucy? It should be Maki who should be hanging in there. July 10th, 1:55 PM. District Court, Court number 3.
Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescent?
In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time.
Very well.
But I don't believe in any of this. Darren was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs, Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination.
That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct?
Oh, I know. Her forehead.
Confess already, Dulce's prioridad. I know what you are, gay, a murderer, gay.
Very well, call the final witness to the stand.
I support gay rights and gay wrongs.
Detective Darian Crescent.
Name and occupation, please.
Darian Crescent, Detective, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist at the Cabineers. Maybe you've heard of us?
Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today?
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner.
Ooh, partner. Ooh.
You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here.
The situation has changed, Darian. And don't call me partner. We broke up like 3 years ago.
So much for old friends.
I see what you're doing, Darian. You are pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial.
It's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony.
¿An ex? A ver, en canon probablemente no. En headcanon, sí. Uy, sí lo es.
You may begin with your response to Lamiwak's testimony. If in fact you have anything to say about it.
Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Virginia. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice.
Conventional methods are out of the window, huh? Here goes nothing. Witness testimony. Darian's rebuttal. The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if. The detective famous guy heard those gunshots during the third set anyway. The shooting took place at them when I was on stage, man.
Oh, so you claim my wax testimony was a lie?
Hey, don't get me wrong, I did what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating bake statements out of her hand just cause she's blind.
You go too far, Darian.
Look, all I'm saying is you've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective?
Look at this guy. I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Can't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lammy Wax's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. Fun facts, males on shows that have only earring, usually on the right ear, are probably gay. Having only one earring on the right ear was used to be something to tell others you were gay without saying it, yes. Pam 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 pam. The final cross-examination. Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial.
What things?
The first was this small device.
That's the remote trigger igniter.
Correct. And one more thing.
Oh, what are those? The remains of something burned? Not another guitar, I hope.
Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker.
How did Kevin know about this?
What? You think that this guy works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually.
What decision is this, Prosecutor Cabin?
I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case.
Ooh. Now look at Clever and Darian's ears. Ooh. Indeed. This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like wounds, those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control. You get an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Yeah, he has an earring on his right ear. The explanation there seems a little bit too convenient to me. How so? No, you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off. Right when two witnesses came by walking by? Ha!
Ah, that's right. Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know someone was backstage right then?
If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one there to hear, you get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man? Ugh. How do I explain this?
He may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness and he's sure to find it.
Clever now found Apollo though. Por cierto, ¿tienen tenido estilo de sombras o algo o soy yo? Tiene más sombreado que los demás. Pero creo que es porque su chaqueta es de cuero. Si te fijas en el pelo, su sombreado es más normal. Pero en la chaqueta de cuero es mucho más exagerado, es más suave. Finish her, yes. You may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man.
That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself.
No, también la cara.
And I saw something odd there just before the third set.
Something odd?
A headset, the kind of all the band and staff members were wearing.
That's right. You picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room.
What if that headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on?
You could hear what was going on in that hallway, even if you weren't out on stage. There. Who said that you're on, Gavin?
Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law. Which is why I now turn to you, her forehead. I have a question for you.
Huh? For me?
The ignitor and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of the gunshot. Throw the headsets from the hallway into the mix and you can fabricate an alibi. But we're still not closer to ruining anything.
Darren keeps calling Clavier partner, even when he said to stop calling him that. Someone still isn't over their breakup, yeah. Yeah, the breakup was rough.
Those gunshots might have been real or fake, we can say.
Ugh.
You've raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case.
The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove that the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. That's right, Gavin?
Indeed, if you can prove that.
Creo que Clavier lo ha dejado recientemente con Darren y por eso le está esposeando. Es que Clavier ha encontrado a Apolo y claro, está Darren ahora celoso.
Then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless.
Oh, well, Mr. Justice. Can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
Yeah, I think.
Pero no, Apollo, otherwise we're through.
It can be proven.
You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you.
Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness your testimony if you would.
This isn't going to be easy. I need some decisive proof, and fast. You ready, kid? Cause I am. Yeah, Darren is dead to him. The only thing that I can think of is that, remember how his guitar was like a little bit off in the singing? I think it's because the recoil from the revolver shook him so much that when he was playing the guitar, he couldn't play the notes correctly. I think that's my logic here, but I don't. Maybe I'm just moving like one step ahead of the case right now. But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been. What? Some kind of setup. I've heard that one before. Ugh.
We need proof, Apollo. We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set.
Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears.
Maybe the gunshots are the key after all.
What do you mean?
Well, Lamiguak said she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling.
When she forgot the words to the song, yeah.
If you can prove the song, the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics. We're home free, I think.
True. Not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that?
Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there's something in there. Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me?
Try to refrain from private discussions in the cross-examination, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor. Sorry. Just let me take a quick look through the court record.
He's pretty eager to paint Lamiguak as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case.
This is tough. So, what do we do?
I've got a few ideas. I just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when he says it did. You never talked to her even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word, that's all she can recall. But weren't there playing sessions or something? Kevin took care of all that himself.
Darren wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her.
Ugh. I think you can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. And what's hearing is very sensitive. I don't remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need proof. Thinking Nico. We know she missed those words, the mixing board proved it. Oh yeah, there was a mistake, but blaming it on gunshot is just a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a missed cue. So, she just wrapped it up big time, that's all. She spins this story about the gunshot to protect the kid and cover for her own goof. Man, I would have to hand it to her, if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time.
Dorian, what's what to say? Lamewak is an artist. She just flubbed it up. That's a small accusation for a performer of her caliber.
She got to you, alright. I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious it's way over my head. I'm detecting a rift in the Gavinier's ranks. Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. If you ask me, I would go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick. Yeah, Claver, put your ex in his place. Yeah, but like, Ah! Lol. Okay, we got it. Okay. Boy's pretty. The boy's gun. ¡Pum! Está aquí la guerra. Come on, game, that... okay. Okay, sure, whatever. That sound effect, bad apple. No, like, for real, that sound effect wasn't there before. It seems there was clear proof left behind. Because I thought that the soundboard still had guilty love on it. Alright, it's... right here in Lamewak's song. Yeah. Her song?
What exactly is this device thingy? Cooperative gramophone, perhaps?
The judge, Sean's gramophone. Gramophone enjoyers. Come on, we just use this. And don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part.
Part?
You move the sliders to adjust the volume.
Adoro el device thingy, sí, sí.
Each instrument is adjustable separately.
Old school.
Lamewak's voice included.
Oh! But what does this prove?
According to Lamewak's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song.
Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots.
Exactly. Ridiculous. Ooh, Penny's hair is falling out. Penny's hair is going limp. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room at on stage?
Have you forgotten, Darian? He has a pretty good microphone.
We're all wearing this headset. Okay, but so La longa tía, sí, sí. So the microphone can pick up the gunshots, but it cannot pick up the echo of the event. O sea, el micro pilla los disparos, pero no pilla el eco del esto. Joder, qué micro. Dios santo, ¿cuánto cuesta ese micro? Lo necesito. I need that microphone for streaming. It's a very good microphone. No.
We were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lamewak said it would have picked up what she heard all the same.
And let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now.
Lamewak stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot, and I'll find the gunshots. Finish her going sloppy. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lamiwag's vocals. Sirena. Battle.
I did hear something faintly there, yes. Why? It sounded like a gunshot.
That! This has to be some kind of mistake.
I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lamiwag's testimony was true.
Ah! Gatillazo.
Order! So, she was telling the truth about what she heard.
Disparo. Pistola. Oh my goodness.
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Letus.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch now.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire.
Detective Crescent, you went on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't there 2 bullets fired from this weapon?
Lamiwag was moving through the air vents, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But he catches the second and not the echo? My goodness, what a microphone. Pistolino manolesta. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Letus's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescent.
Oh, once again I am reminded of something. Our performance that day.
Your performance.
In the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, her forehead. What is it with today? Problem after problem, act tongue. I heard one start, my guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burned to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about?
This part is off.
What is that? Second guitar.
Yeah.
It was you, Darian.
Prima donna girl being dramatic, yes.
I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you, I know how you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well,
You what? Persecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Letus's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscathed with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur.
Wait, you mean his plane was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? Yeah, Clavier is like doing our job for us. Clavier va con todas, sí, es que está haciendo nuestro trabajo por nosotros. Quick, Apollo, give me a kiss to calm him down. No, Apollo, let Clavier cook. Let Clavier cook. Retroceso existe. You're forgetting something.
Yes, Detective Crescent.
I am a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I am no amateur.
The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Letus. Which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim.
So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought had occurred to me, yes.
Payback cause Apollo and Clavier last night, so Clavier is giving payback. En el volumen 8, cuando vais a coger la pistola de Blake, le tiemblan las manos y brazos cuando dispara. Es verdad. Apollo gives me a kiss to make him cook harder. Encouragement kiss.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescent.
What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleaze rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey, you, attorney. Me? Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise in a tape that could be anything. And you have an electric guitar cue missed due to a 45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin, I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth.
Oh, the witness has a point.
Blue Parrot, welcome in. ¿Cómo va? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo va todo por Italia? Oh no. I was literally playing Minecraft. Anything? Señor, no es el sonido de un disparo. No soy gringa, pero conozco ese sonido. You should hide it now. Thank you, Nate. And straighten my back.
Oh, the witness has a point. Even though all of the evidence points at him, the witness does have a point.
What the fuck, game?
Defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it.
Theory, Letus's shoulder just did that. for free. Witness testimony. Proof of innocence. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy, I got no motive, man. This was the Tiba's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? I could have gone partying today. Decided to play Minecraft instead. Living the life. Viviendo la vida. La forma correcta. Theory. Clavier is hot and Apollo is cute and they should kiss. That's not a theory, that's a fact. Weakest argument ever. Nope. Nope, it's not the weakest argument ever, it's the strongest argument ever. Oh wait, you mean Darian's testimony? Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, his whole testimony is like BS. Like, he doesn't even say anything decisive. He's like, yeah, I didn't do it. Why? Because I say so. Easy.
Ah, simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Letus had not been to your country before?
According to our records, yes, not even once.
Darian's testimony, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Uh-huh. Yeah,
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great. Cureto. Now I need to find a motive. We did call those un mare di becate solo vale. Ah, yes, I see, I understand. I have no clue. I have no clue what you just said. Like, I know it has to be related to the impurities and all of that, so Her manager, sure, but Mr. Letooth was... Oh, right, sorry, an Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just had trouble picturing that big lank as an undercover cop, you dig? And not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted. Wow. Really, Darian? Really? That's cold, dog. Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill a man, whatever he was. Incurities, Ace Attorney as name. I got no motive, man. It could be related to the incurities, bro, what the fuck. Objection! Your Honor, take a look at this egg.
Oh, what's that? Looks like an egg, candy.
It's not. Don't lick it, please. Detective Crescent, ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. Not a very good cop, says the pink penis man in a shark suit. Yes. What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings.
Hey, cocoon! Never seen one that color.
It is a rarity only found in the Republic of Virginia. Nowhere else.
Alright, what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Lettuce. Does it?
Got the egg reference. Damn, not even mine looks like that and I don't have it. Boo, Nameless! Bienvenido, ¿qué tal? How are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? I like the penis hair. He gets what fashion is about. Yeah, but only one person can be called penis in this quorum, and that's Penis Rice. Guess he wanted his hair to look like a thing he loved the most. Gay, homosexual, gay. It does. Wait, I mean, I think it does. I'm doing good. Heading home now. Oh, Dios mío, aún no llega a casa. Dios mío. Es súper tarde. Dios mío, en cuanto llegues a casa, descansar. A mimir, que lo necesitas, que te lo mereces. You don't sound so confident, man.
Hey, cocoon! Is it one of those silky cocoons?
How about y'all? Everyone doing okay? Hydrated, muy hidratado, sí. Me acaban de dar de beber hace nada. I love that Polly sprite. It's very good. It's a very good sprite.
The kind that you can make, well, silk out of.
Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
Hey, curative! For what?
I called Mamao to the stand. Llamen a Mamao a que testifique.
Apparently it is most efficacious when treating a disease thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is legal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Virginia.
Whatever for. If it's as a miracle cure, why not share it with the world?
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely.
Mao sweeps. Indeed. Ah, vale, estás con una amiga. De chill, pues.
A deadly poison, in fact.
What?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. It caused quite a commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware.
Oh, intriguing.
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export.
So, what did I miss? Te cuento, a ver. Hemos demostrado que la Miwag está, pues, eso, el truco de magia era que bajaba por el túnel, iba por el conducto de ventilación mientras cantaba y que la Miwag del principio del concierto era una doble, básicamente. Mamá, de Chinese Dictator. Es de una serie, es de un anime que va de una chica zampa venenos en la antigua China. Sí, es una apotecaria, básicamente. Y eso, hemos demostrado eso. Y hemos llamado ahora al tonto del detective, porque es el culpable. Sí, así sencillo, sí. Un adicto a tomar venenos, sí.
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export, one rigidly enforced by Interpol among others.
Interpol.
Right. The victim, Romain Lettuce, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager. But that is misleading. Romain Lettuce wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent. So I was trying to smuggle this gamble into the country? That's what you're trying to say? I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder. Mamá, ñom se envenena. Right? Like right? Penis Rice? Penis Rice es increíble. Phoenix Wright, Penis Rice, increíble. Oh, so I was going to sell it in the black market, make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous, I mean, totally unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Perhaps it's time for another testimony. How about this smuggling of cocoons business?
Wow, this case is just... Ahora cuando llegue a casa estará al 100%, aunque sea para el final. Nada. Tú cuando puedas, Nameless, sin prisa. Con smuggling. Man, this case just keeps going. Sí, hoy hasta las 12. Nos queda una horita más o menos. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. And selling on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal. It's almost done, no worries.
Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Lettuce undercover.
He thinks up with the craziest things. But no way am I going to risk life and limb. Just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money.
Not the most novel of statements, but duly noted.
According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Sending them to an underground organization would be risky.
Oh, very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something. I'm going to find out what. Pam 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 pam. Which is why you would know how to find a loophole in the system. Hey, you can say that what you want about me, but back off of international affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts? That wasn't what I was trying to,
Down Darien, it's sad to say. There are no loopholes, at least in the case of these cocoons. International affairs, Interpol, and Bordinian Customs are all watching.
See, we know what we're doing. Not like some jipping little doggies that lap up every word that Diva says. Why, I oughta. And what? You want some of this?
Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah?
Oh my god, the Clavir's ex and his new boyfriend are fighting. Fun fact, Interpol has its own passports. Ooh, interesting. Screw cool. I want this guy's head on a stick. Whoa, Apollo. Whoa, Apollo. Apollo, let's calm down. Let's calm down. I know it's the ex of your boyfriend, but like, wow. The replica has to be the key to his motive. Ex-boyfriend and new boyfriend, relax. A mi momento. It totally is Ame. Ame cuando habla con Ironwood. There's got to be a way to find out what he was up to. That memo. That's how you know about the cocoons. No, nice one. I'm running scared now. You have to know about the cocoons to plan this.
Yes, how well known are these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I had never heard of them.
Go, Polly. Yes, be aggressive. Go, I approve. Bonk Darian Pitney Skull. Well, let me walk knew about them, though not their use.
But reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. Most people only know they are illegal to export, that's all.
Man, I have nothing to be embarrassed about after all.
You could say people like me who know about them are, a minority, yeah. But that includes everyone in international affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol too, for that matter. Yeah. So, there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Lettuce? All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want the Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that... Dangerous? Yeah, Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. But another marketeer might think you're Ripardo's sting and take you out himself. Times have changed. But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices? Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. They would turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you could say objection.
Maybe we could get them to cut his hair too.
Poison trial here again.
And you still obviously know nothing about the market. and that's a bad thing. And even try to mess with me about this stuff.
Okay.
Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then?
I would.
God fucking damn it, my data sucks today. I might leave and watch the bot. Nah, no te preocupes, Luparot. No te preocupes. Ve a descansar. Que te lo mereces. No wonder Clavier broke up with this dude. He's very dumb. Yeah. Adios. I would. What do you mean, I would, Knight? How clueless are you? Everyone in the market is dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my kister goodbye. Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
An article! That's about the Chief Justices.
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon. But so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incurities.
Incurities! I've heard of that somewhere.
We went to visit a victim of the disease this morning.
Aha! Why? That's the disease the Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying...
Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice.
You are saying... The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Not even to save his own son's life. Que parece que está diciendo lo haría gay. Ah, amigo. Yeah, no curable, not curable, no, incurities.
But even if the deal went through, why? It would be an international scandal.
That's Detective Crescent's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice.
And the discretion, this is true.
First I'm a murderer, and now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway?
It's just for us it is to think about it, if the Chief Justice were the buyer. Why? Seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller.
And let's Liz over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof? Well... Now you're also gay. ¿Cuánto estás dispuesto a medir sunglasses on? Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing. Do tell? Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Virginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about cocoons getting out.
Oh, so we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination.
Just how strict is this customs check? Way strict, they keep planes on the ground for hours.
I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gun drops and marshmallows.
Yes, it will be hard to distinguish them.
That's right. Kevin was in Virginia, wasn't he?
I remember setting off the metal detector several times.
I mean, Gavin, you have a lot of metal on you. Okay, chat, fun fact about me. I always trigger off metal detectors because there's a lot of metal in my body. So, traveling via a plane fucking sucks for me. Because I have to explain over and over again. It's like, no, yeah, see, I have metal inside of me. No, it's not contraband. Please let me through. Please, my plane is going. Please, please, please. Oh, fuck, indeed. Killer, smuggler, gay, and with penis hair. Public indecency. How many laws do you wanna break?
I had to practically strip naked to walk through.
Oh! Do we have the cameras of that day? Game, do we have camera recordings of that day? Here's a travel tip for you, Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glimmerous fob. Ahem. Can we see it? That's pretty extreme. Virginia has this rep as an idyllic, laid-back place. This, they're beyond hardcore with security.
The Republic of Virginia is a peaceful, pleasant country. So this level of security shows us how truly concerned they are about these cocoons.
He wanted to break Clavier, but he couldn't, sorry. Apollo doesn't show, but he wanna look too. That's the situation. You're in a position to know quite a bit about smuggling. Yeah, I need to know a bit for work, sure. But all we get are reports on the failed smuggling ops. Not exactly something you want to go copying. But if you want, I can tell you a few of them. Maybe you'll succeed and get rich.
I would be interested in hearing. Purely from a legal perspective, of course.
Judge. Please. I weep for our judicial system. A replica has to be the key to his motive. There's got to be a way to find out what he was up to. Sí, el juez corrupto. Ah, sorry. No. No. Like, I know the argument that I have to make. It's just that I don't know how to make it in the game. Yeah, the cocoon would have been... I was thinking that maybe Maki had it on himself, but like... El juez es como yo, vídeo sobre cómo dibujar una cosa más 18 y esas texturas donde se descargan, para una amiga soy la amiga. Oh dear. If it was where I think it was... Objection! Ah! It was a gift! Actually, there is one way. Ah! One way to get something out of the country, no tax.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor.
Oh! Oh! I don't believe it.
Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office?
This is why they broke up. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamiwag.
How did it end up here?
I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing that thing, playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
Ah, so this guitar is from Virginia.
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane, changes in air pressure and humidity reigned the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamiwag's studio. I use a special shipping the service available to me for transporting evidence.
And that's why his guitar case was busted. Because someone forced it open to take the egg out. Y por eso estaba rota su funda de la guitarra. Porque alguien la rompió para abrirlo y sacar la bola.
They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched?
Wait. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. When you said that guitar was...
With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia.
What?
Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin. That guitar had some work done on it recently, right?
Work?
Good memory, her forehead. Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front. It is called the sound hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, dates in fact.
You're small and Claver loved that playing you that night. He loved playing it very much so secret as a gift. Only beware will be next.
An igniter!
Exactly. Consider this if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You mean...
He means this, of course.
Oh!
There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use a picky gun Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access? Like a member of the band. Yo!
Order! No, the igniter!
Was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems.
It was a safety precaution.
A precaution?
Oh, hair for hair. At last it all comes together.
Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lamiwak's ballad, if you will.
First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor. Which forced me to break the lock of my guitar case. Okay, so you broke it. Okay.
The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I see.
But things didn't go so well. Smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Latus.
Oh!
Mr. Ledouce, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He would only have to check the shipping record. So, Mr. Ledouce tried to examine the guitar himself.
If the cocoon were confiscated then, the key would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. It's over, press the switch, now! The guitar burst into flames, and the cocoon was lost. Boyfriends collaborating. Oh, with such a romantic song in the background too. Vivan los novios. And then... Mr. Letus died.
With Lamiwak there to witness it.
There's your case. Brilliant, man.
Detective Crescent.
I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly?
With a made-up story. It makes a great deal of sense, Darian.
The Republic of Virginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there.
True, you haven't.
Let's see you make up a story for that kid. How did I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh?
It's not so hard to imagine. You have help. A Virginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lamiwak heard proves it. It's over, press the switch, now! You made this transmission from backstage.
Well, your co-conspirator was on stage.
What? But who was it?
This is it, the coup de grace. And for once I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider Attorney, that's whatever a Spider Attorney does. But to think that this would happen and install a little flamethrower previous to anything is heavy. These murders nowadays.
Make up your answer on the fly as it were, and you will be hardly penalized.
Spider Attorney.
Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice. And that person is the defendant, Maki Tobei.
Oh, but Mr. Justice, he's your client.
The defense attorney accusing his client, that's a new one. I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I am. But, I am here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Letus. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Virginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was in fact Lamiguach?
It couldn't have been.
Well, just be sure of yourself.
The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic signals.
No risky do it without saving, nah. Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Now, think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lamiguach was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. I hate so much that they use feet and that they don't even give me a ruler for this map. So much. Spider turning, thus defending the spider turning. He objects and defends because he is a spider fence. Look out, he's spider turning, man.
Well, look at this. It seems that Lamiguach still could have done the deed.
No. When the shooter made the transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and Lamiguach standing were in the air. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lamiguach's position in the air vent.
Oh!
Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that? Your Honor,
Yes, detective.
can we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time.
Oh, well, I don't see why not.
What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. Oh no. Oh no. Too bad, so sad, punk. Punk?
First two sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
What exactly were we supposed to see in this video?
The problem isn't in what we see, correct, Darien?
Right, it's what you hear. We're musicians after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. No 3D clavier, he's back. And crunchier than ever. You're saying I ordered the Wii pianist to set up that igniter? That's right? Yes? Well, in order to do that, he would have to press a switch. Am I right? Okay. Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano?
What seems to be the problem there? The piano sounded just fine.
And that's the problem, man. You just still don't get it. Ah. Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? We've got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the Diva.
Lamiguach.
But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Ugh.
Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out. If they couldn't even press a switch.
Why does Apollo make that monkey face? Again? We have to see this cutscene again? Unfortunately, no. There's more 3D clear in the other games. The piano plays non-stop. He couldn't have pressed that switch. Really, Apollo? Really? Apollo Justice and the 547 repetitions, yes.
Well, Mr. Justice,
Like, we have seen the recording more times than the Sirena fragment.
the piano does seem to be playing with the guitar that catches fire.
Well,
It's okay, we all make mistakes sometimes.
are you fucking stupid, Darian? Are you taking us for fools?
Apollo, were you wrong?
I can't be wrong. I'm Apollo Justice. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just...
Strange.
What's strange?
No, it's just... something's odd about the performance there.
Odd?
Mr. Justice, if Makitobe didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice that you claim he is.
But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice.
You get the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Kevin's guitar is on fire. But the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes.
They took the serving can out of the man, but they will never take the man out of the serving can. Go, Clavier, help your boyfriend. Okay, let's see. Hey. Did you hear it? I think it was at the end of this section. Hey, there we go. It's a looping recording, I think.
Mr. Justice, let's get your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Makitobe the accomplice? Your answer would reflect on everything you have said here. Give it some thought.
I am an official counsel and official simp.
Apollo, if Mac is not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could help the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch.
Well, you better find a way to prove it.
Ah. What do I do? What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Wait a second. Chotomate.
What? You thought of something?
What was Gavin saying just now?
Let's go to a hotel and fuck all night. I mean, strange.
What's strange?
No, it's just... something's odd about the performance there. Automate.
It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd?
How did you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this.
Strange how we still haven't kissed. Yes.
Can you prove Makitobe press that switch? Let's get your final answer. Can you prove that Maki already pressed that switch?
I don't know if you call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible.
Then, as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us the evidence supporting this. Advocate, you're sure about this?
It. There's no evidence, man.
Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice.
And let's save just in case.
On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed the switch?
The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor.
Music? What about music?
This really is just info here, huh? Let's listen to the piano part, around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame.
Oh, I hear a piano being played.
But doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple.
Oh, I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Maki could have played that part with one hand?
One hand?
He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could have played the piano with the other.
Well, you're some kind of piano savant.
Actually no.
And what do you know? You can play a part like that with one hand.
Ugh. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy.
Yeah? You got something?
Volví. Ey, ¿qué tal? Loco, se ve bien. Sí, sí. Hola, cuerpo. Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he...
Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands. Oh, sorry. So sad for you.
No, not really.
Huh?
That was just the easy way to prove it. It's always the hard way.
Man, how are you going to prove whether he played it with one hand or two? You can't.
Admit, it will be rather difficult to prove. But it's highly unlikely he was playing with one hand.
How do you know that?
The clue is what prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song.
No. No way.
Well, since we've come to the moment of the truth at last, let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. That was the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand, right before the guitar burst into flame.
Maki was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire. And one section of the song proves it. Oh, this is not the piano.
Oh, that's the section.
What? Really? I'm afraid. What? Really?
What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin?
It's a beautiful song.
Like, you can hear it at the end how it just abruptly cuts off. Because, like, I don't know, he's just playing with one hand so he can play all the notes? Okay.
And the lyrics are outstanding.
I'll take that to mean there isn't a problem with this section at all.
Wait, so what was the odd thing that Gavin heard? Switch was pressing the first half of the second verse, right? I just need to find a place to compare to that. Your Honor, if you'll give me one more chance, I think I can find it.
I suppose we don't have a choice. Very well.
Mm. Hmm. Really? Like, I still think it's the second verse. Like, okay, whatever. Okay, I thought it was. I think it was the second part, but like, okay, sure. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you have realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you. Okay, so this is like an issue of the case, like wanting to play with sound and music, and just fumbling at the very end.
As I'm sure you have realized it yourself, Her Forehead.
Realize what?
I will demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to but a fleeting melody but a fleeting melody phrase. Ando confuso, normal, te has perdido todo el caso. Man, how many times we have to listen to the same thing? You're right. Enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we?
Another section?
The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to the "Oh, that night in your embrace." Ah, is it dun 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 dun? Is that extra those extra notes at the end?
Oh, play verse 2 again.
Yeah, you're missing some notes. There, did you hear that? No, 3D Clavier. He's back and he's never escaping your nightmares.
They feel the same true.
But they're clearly very different. Okay, but why doesn't it work if you present the second verse? Okay, whatever. Okay. What? Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple. But the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. Bro, I was pointing this out earlier. You will have to use two hands to play that for sure.
Oh,
What's that proof? I would think you would know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the two verses have different arrangements, happens all the time.
Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background.
No. Oh!
That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself.
Okay, but no police slander or disrespect. No, this is the writer's blunder. Beef between exes. Now ask yourself why Maki changed how he played. And there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch. Pin his hair.
order Order! 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 I believe this ties all the facts together. File, prosecutor, coming.
Yes, quite. No, personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up.
Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will not state the court's opinion on this matter.
Good show, Sleeves. No, great show.
It's not over? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? Penis rice, penis hair, clever snake. How many pins in this courtroom today? I don't like it when he looks so happy. Now, Knight, tienes que saber que los casos de Ace Attorney se estiran un montón. Buscan lo más enrevesado posible.
You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing.
Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. In you, Hair Forehead.
Apollo, no, don't become person, Steven Universe. Huh? I mean, they both have the same forehead. Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
Yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him.
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it.
But...
It does in fact may point towards the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system.
I don't believe it.
It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present.
They start searching for the One Piece. I mean, yeah, you do have a forehead big enough to put a pearl.
Oh, I think he did already. I think if he did, we already would have seen it a long ways back.
It is unfortunate. But at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
What? The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Apollo, remember what Daddy said?
¡Boo! Nameless. Has llegado justo a tiempo para darle el golpe final. Sí, es que la gracia es que hay un plot point en ese Attorney, que es que el sistema legal está corrupto y es una puta mierda. O sea, eso es un plot point, es un tema central en la serie, básicamente. Nameless, te comento. Hemos captado al pavo con las manos literalmente le hemos captado todas las mentiras. Y el juez nos ha dicho, ya, pero como no tienes ninguna prueba decisiva que le apunte a él, solamente tienes pruebas secundarias, ¿no? Como que canta mal, bueno, que canta mal, que toca mal el piano 1, que toca él mal la guitarra. Pues como no tienes una prueba decisiva del todo, no le podemos incriminar. ¿Quién es? Es Penis Head. Es el detective. Penis Hair did something more illegal than putting his hair like that. Yeah.
It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system.
So, what do I do? El ex de Clavier. Are you serious right now? He couldn't even do murder rate. No, pero es que el problema es que no le podemos acusar oficialmente porque no tenemos pruebas decisivas. Nosotros. Es como en los exámenes. Sí, esta respuesta es correcta, pero podría ser más correcta. Yeah, the answer is correct, but it could be more correct.
Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods.
Ugh.
Every man has an igniter inside him.
Find Darren Crescent's igniter and set it off.
I wonder what he meant by everyone's igniter.
I think he just meant a weak spot, no? They cannot think that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I want to be able to press him further by conventional means. Got to find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal. Ignite Modulo! Dying Sleifu! Make him confess and he will give into peer pressure, I know it.
So, can I get back to work now or what?
It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time than to play pretend with this deadweight attorney.
Oh, well, Mr. Justice. We've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter. Huh? Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gamin?
Oh, yes. Cool guitars are kept dry, is why. That provides the best sound.
Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it, too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning. I hate his hair, we all do. He's clever in front of him and he will explode, indeed. Like, when on earth would you ever do that? Ah? What? Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good.
Go for it, Apollo.
Ah, then this igniter's supposed to come burn me up.
That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney.
All the better, I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Her forehead. You're accusing this man, Darian Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Letus and the smuggling of a Virginian cocoon.
Los celos, sí, le comen los celos.
This is your last chance to prove your case.
This trial has already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends.
I love how useful the confused Nico emote is going to be because that's me 24/7 with this game. Clever, ¿quieres escuchar tu poesía, Apollo? Clever is so in love.
Understood.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent.
Okay, this is really my last chance. The key that will take apart the Darian Crescent plan is... Yeah, we don't have any decisive evidence. We're going to have to call in a witness, but who do we call? We could call either Maki. I think Maki is the choice here. Like, who said that they like poetry after the guy says something poetic? Yes, he's breathing so hard, for real, for real. Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. And so, what is? It is true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else.
You mean a witness?
Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it.
Very well, Mr. Justice.
Better call Saul.
Who is this person who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt?
The victim himself. No. Clever, you're so hot, please leave something for the rest of us. The one person who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt is the defendant, Maki Tobey!
Your client? Again?
Maki Tobey was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Crescent could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle the cocoon is the real criminal in this case.
Oh, how so?
It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Letus was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Virginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burned cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would, no doubt, also find inside the burnt out guitar.
Oh, very scientific of you.
Thus, if Maki Tobey acknowledges his agreement with Darian Crescent... Pregunta a la víctima, haz una ouija. Damiancito, tú no lo sabes, pero en juegos anteriores eso es un plot point. Eso pasa en juegos anteriores. In previous games, there's like a plot point about medium spirits channeling the victims. Sí, literal. Concerning the attempted smuggling of a Virginian cocoon. The case is solved.
Darius laughing again.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. Pues para el Spirit of Justice os vais a reír. He said it to be like, oh, you said something slightly poetic. But Quincy, I love your poetry. I don't think you're... that's it, beautiful her forehead. You really want to get me, don't you? You bet you will never be able to. Why not? The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling.
What is this all about?
Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Virginian law.
Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking... But you're wrong, Detective Crescent. What? It's the other way around. If Maki doesn't admit to smuggling here, he is in deep trouble. Huh? How? Look, if Maki admits to smuggling here, then he will be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia.
And they will likely broadcast our dealings in court today. Including the part about the Virginian cocoon.
Yeah, but... But, if Maki doesn't admit to smuggling right now, he will eventually be picked up by the Virginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here, not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Maki Tobey. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan. Maki Tobey knows everything. Shh, let him believe. I'll be there to protect Maki. There's only one way out of it for him. And that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling. Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. And set you up someplace. A hidden mansion, real nice. You want a house made out of cookies? Or no, a house made out of pianos? Come on. Please! Don't talk! Oh god, his hair is alive. Oh god. Guapo.
Darian.
Un solo pensé que se iba a quitar el pelo. Virginia demands for his expedition to be trialed in Virginia. Vamos a hundir a Andorra. What the fuck le pasa? Oh my god. Gatillazo, smash, perdón. That air guitar buff. Man, I love the simping in this chat. It's so real.
I consider that my last session with you. We rocked.
I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession.
Oh, he's laughing.
There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though. Bonk all.
Well, have you been listening to today's trial?
Yes.
And you will talk. You will tell this court everything.
I didn't want it to turn out this way. But I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime.
Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
I knew. From beginning, I knew.
Maki,
Situation. I cannot explain, but money, I need it. Very much money.
Oh, today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definiting a court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule, however.
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard.
In another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice.
¿Cómo que all si yo no dije nada? All minus Damiancito.
Anyway, Mr. Makitobei,
Yes.
I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regard to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Letus, this court is prepared to announce a verdict.
Oh.
I thank you. I only lie. But you see truth. You find truth.
Nana, aquí o todos o ninguno.
That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Makitobei, not guilty.
GG. Recordatorio, 14 años.
Court is adjourned.
Es que no vamos a jugar por los crímenes de ustedes. July 10th, 4:42 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. We rocked. That's so gay. You two rocked. This is not one of your intimacy session, Clavier. If you and Apollo have hardcore rocking lovemaking, I am not here to hear it, thanks. However, sí, guapo en plan de bonito, de ves un chaval y dices, ah, es un chaval que es, ya, es un chaval guapo. Sí. Como cuando le digo guapa a Hibiki, exacto. Sí, lo decimos más por Damián. En general, sí. No, Damián, tú fuiste el primero que tuvimos que llamar la atención por esto. Y fue por otro personaje, no recuerdo quién. Perdona, ¿yo qué hice? Por ahí está. July 10th... Ah, sí.
I wonder what will happen to Maki.
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess there will be another trial here.
All's well that ends well.
Metiste la pata hasta el fondo también. Y después se me fue una a mí por simple injusticia.
Daddy! I owe you both my thanks.
¿Dami Wag?
My, is something wrong?
I'm sorry. Maki was your partner on stage, your friend.
Yes, I thought of him as my own son. And now I do, yet... something got a hold of him, something evil. I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Do not be sorry. You have given me courage. Courage? I'm considering an eye operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you will be able to see again? It's funny. I have always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
According to the doctor,
Dami Wag lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident? Daddy, mommy... The whole family tree is here, chat. Wait, now that this case is over... Christoph Gavin, next week. Next week, Mars.
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I fear that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I have been running from. I was scared.
Is she supposed to be blind? Like, totally? Mostly blind. Más o menos. Casi del todo. No, I'm on vacation next week. F. You will have to check out the bot then. Ah, no. It will be on Friday. Don't worry, Mars. The Ace Attorney streams will be on Friday.
you know what changed her mind? In your defense in there today.
Okay then, phew. Okay, because otherwise I would have a bone to pick. Nameless, please. Don't gang up on me, chat. I'm just doing my best.
You could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting.
Painting?
Ah, that's right. She's the landscape painter in Sun after all. I will paint the two of you. I promise. Woohoo! I can't wait, Lamiwah.
Oh, Trucy.
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo.
Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what?
You reminded me I needed to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is.
Right, your secret mission.
Apollo, Trucy. I hope that we will meet again someday soon. You bet, me too.
Not with you.
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on, until it came to the end. Thanks to the trial, the Guitar Serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin is even more dazzling to look at now. Tell me more? Stop, Gavin, yes, finally my love, you're gonna be back. Yes, smash, my murderous meow meow. I'm self-aware. You are self-aware and we appreciate you for that. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad...
Have them catch the killer at the end.
End. No se esconde, no. Bonk March times 100. There we go. Turnabout Succession. Alright, chat. Not the 100 bonks. Tu esposo mismo volverá en el siguiente directo. Alright, chat. Thank you for being here. Let me... Ay. ¿Volverá? Supongo que sí. Porque vamos, desapareció tan de repente en el caso 1 que yo creo que tiene que volver al menos como testigo. No, el esposo mismo no. El esposo mismo vendrá en el caso en el siguiente juego. I haven't been that thirsty yet, and one more time for good measure, Bonk. You can say that then for next time. Coño, por poco me peleo contigo. No, de tranqui. Anyway, chat, thank you for being here. We'll be back on Sunday for hopefully, the end of One Shot. Volveremos el domingo a las 4 de la tarde para One Shot. 4 p.m. Central European Time. And we will cry, possibly, together. Por poco me peleo contigo, que salió mi esposo y me ha gritado para avisarme. When I see Christopher will turn so thirsty, will start Italian. Please do. Please, I want to see that. Oh my god. Nameless is winning today. Alright. Let's just... Is there anyone from playing the game right now? Let me check. No, I shouldn't really. They are all playing ahead of me. Okay, so I will see you all on Sunday. And until then, have a good night. And we'll see you all soon. Bye everyone, buenas noches, a mimir. Good night.